Week 14 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few guards I look to buy and trade for this week. The first guard, Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant, his numbers definitely taking a hit this season, and he's been in a slump a little bit as well. On the year, 20.3 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.5 threes, and 44% from the field. But the last couple weeks here for Morant, the scoring's dropped off big time, 15.4 points a game, 3.6 boards, 8.2 assists, 1.4 steals, a 3, and 46% from the field. So Morant, we know he's a good player. Obviously, injuries and off-the-court things have been a problem for him over the last few seasons. But right now, the last few weeks, his numbers haven't been impressive at all besides the assist of the basketball. So right now, while the numbers are down and he's healthy for now, is Ja Morant. I think he's a decent buy low candidate. January 22nd versus the Hornets, 16 points, 4 boards, 13 assists, 3 steals, a block, 2 threes, 55% from the field. January 25th versus Jazz, 11 points, a rebound, 7 assists, a steal, 2 threes, 44% from the field. And January 27th at the Knicks, 10 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 38% from the field. So this Grizzly team, they're playing well this season. They're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. I know they just got blown out by 37 points by the New York Knicks. But Ja Morant, he's too good of a player not to be putting up more points. So right now, while the scoring is down for Morant, all the efficiency, he's a buy low guard this week. Next guard, Jrue Holiday of the Boston Celtics. So Jrue Holiday, his numbers across the board are definitely down this season. Only 11.5 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, a steal, 1.9 threes, and 44% from the field. In the last couple weeks, only 9.6 points a game, 4.7 boards, 2.3 assists, 2.1 threes, and 42% from the field. So Holiday, it's hard for him to get a lot of stats, obviously, when you play with guys like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, and his numbers have definitely dropped off over the last few weeks here since Porzingis has been playing more. January 23rd at the Lakers, 3 points, 3 boards, and assists, a steal, a 3, 16% from the field. January 25th at the Mavs, 17 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, a steal, a block, 5 threes, 50% from the field. And January 27th versus Houston, 8 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a steal, a block, 2 threes, 33% from the field. So I think Jrue Holiday's too good of a player for his numbers to be this slow like they have been pretty much the majority of the season. I know last season they weren't that great as well, but his points per game was up 1, rebounding up 1, assist up 1 per game, field goal percentage 3% better. So Jrue Holiday, like I said, I think he can get a little bit better as the season goes on. And we know Kristaps Porzingis is going to miss games at times where the ball will be in his hands more and more shot attempts could happen for Holiday. So right now, while he's struggling and the numbers haven't been great, even though in real life he's still a solid guard, no doubt about it, I believe he's a good buy low this week. In the third and final guard I look to buy and trade for is Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat. So Terry Rozier, it was a great season for him last year in the first half with Charlotte. And now this year, his numbers across the board as well are down. 2.5 assists per game, they're down about 8 points per game he's down. And 0.9 threes a game he's down as well. On the year, 11.9 points a game, 4.1 boards, 2.9 assists, 1.5 threes, and 40% from the field. In the last couple weeks, pretty much more of the same, 11.3 points a game, 4.3 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.1 threes, and 42% from the field for Scary Terry. So we'll see what happens with Butler, what's been going on over the last couple weeks with the suspensions and Butler not showing up or walking out of practice. He's definitely going to get traded, and reports are coming out that they'll take a lower asking price just to get rid of Jimmy Butler at this point here with the things he's pulled with the Miami Heat. January 23rd in Milwaukee, 4.6 boards, 3 assists, 25% from the field. January 25th in Brooklyn, 16 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 2 threes, 46% from the field. And January 27th versus Orlando, 11 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 44% from the field. So Rozier, the playing time's been there this season, 25-30 minutes a game off the bench for this Miami Heat team. And I believe he's going to start getting going sooner than later, is Rozier. He's too good of a scorer. He's a good three-point shooter as well, we've seen throughout his NBA career. And like I said, if this Jimmy Butler thing's resolved, even though Butler has missed a lot of games this season for this Heat team with injuries and obviously wanted to be traded, I still think maybe Rozier and this Heat team as a whole, Butler's out of there off this Heat team, the pressure will be off a little bit and guys won't have to answer questions nightly about it and could go out there and just play without worrying. So that's why I think Rozier could be a buy low candidate and the numbers could go up. So that's a few guards I look to buy and trade for for week 14 of the fantasy basketball season.